from the SwissCast Network.
Megan, I could talk about this for hours.
Hey there, I'm Megan McCrory,
And I'm Danna Levy-Hoffman.
and welcome to So Frickin Healthy, the podcast where women's health gets real.
Whether you're healing, thriving, or still figuring out your shit, you're in the right place.
Hey Donna.
Hey, Megan.
So we're having our kitchen redone, and that means I have to gut the entire kitchen, and that means I get to take stock of everything in my kitchen.
Nice. Are you going to restock as well? Because I have some kitchen gadgets that I will... What's the saying?
You would die
I don't know what
without?
I'm trying to... I don't know what I'm trying to say. I would die if I didn't have those, I guess.
What's the one kitchen gadget that you would absolutely not be able to live without?
It's probably... Well, obviously a good knife and cutting board, but let's pretend that everyone has that.
Yeah.
I would say it's between a food processor and the Instant Pot,
Okay.
in all honesty.
Okay. How often do you use your food processor?
Food processor used to be daily, for
Okay.
sure.
Yeah.
Numerous times a day. I would say now it's probably a good 4 times a week, 5 times a week.
Wow.
Yeah. So
What are you
whatever-
using it for?
Exactly the question, right? So I will die before I grate a vegetable by hand. So I've had moments where my food processors died, and I'm like, listen, guys, we can't have that meal. I know you want it,
But I'm
it's
not
just
grating.
happening. I am not grating. So I always make sure that my food processor has the grating knife
Uh-huh.
and the slicing knife.
Uh-huh.
So I don't need to dice. The dice is a bit problematic, but whatever.
Yeah.
I don't need to slice and I don't need to grate anything. As soon as I want to make like 5 different vegetables grated into my dal or whatever,
Uh-huh.
it takes literally 30 seconds
Okay.
instead of standing there and grating it for what seems to be eternity.
It's interesting because I enjoy cooking and I enjoy the process of like putting on a good audiobook or listening to the news while I'm dicing or chopping. So I have a food processor as well, a Cuisinart. It's actually a really nice one. And I would say I use it probably once a month because it's just 2
really?
of us, by the way. You know, I think that also makes a difference if you're cooking en masse for people. But
Yeah.
the food processor for me is something I know I like to have. And I agree, like grating a bunch of carrots for like carrot salad, definitely.
Fuck that. No.
Or hummus or any kind
Yeah.
of dip. I use it a lot for that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, if I make pancakes,
Uh-huh.
it all goes into the food, like the bananas, the oats, whatever I'm making, it all goes into the food processor and it will whisk it and make it and cut it and whatever.
See,
Every single thing, Megan, everything that I can put in the food processor will go in the food processor.
okay, but that's what I do with my blender. So I also have a really high power blender, not a Vitamix or whatever, whatever, the really expensive one, but it's like the semi-expensive one. And I think it's a Breville in the US, and here it's a Solus or something. It's the same thing, but marketed with under a different name. And that's
So
what I would
always
use.
Right. So I always make sure that my food processor has all of these attachments. So my food processor is a food processor that has an attachment for like the small smoothie one, like a cup size, and also a mixer. I got all in one so that I don't need it. It's not the best thing to do. It's best for saving space in your kitchen.
Yeah.
But it's not the best thing to do because if your machine is broken, you do not have any of those things now.
So what brand do you have?
I have the Ninja at the moment. I got
Okay,
one
I
of
was
the
going to
newer
say that
Ninjas,
sounds
and-
like a Ninja. Yeah.
Yeah. So I used to have like just a proper food processor, and then the other stuff was another machine.
Yeah.
And now my food processor died, and I was like, I need to replace it. And then I just found that one, and I love it because it works really well, and I have all the attachments.
Well, and that makes sense actually, because what you're describing, I have in those 3 different things, right? So I have a blender, I have a food processor, and I also have a bullet, a NutriBullet, which is basically what you're saying in all 3. And I think that comes back to the kitchen gadgets. Like, I just don't have space for a lot of kitchen gadgets, but for me, the number one kitchen gadget that we love is our air fryer. Because again, there's 2 of us. We have a convection oven, which essentially is the same as an air fryer, but I think for two people and what we use it for, it heats up faster. It's much more energy efficient, and it's also smaller, and we don't clean it out every single time. I know that's not, but still, like, we can just throw frozen chicken in that thing, and in less than 20 minutes, we have really great chicken. Like, so I feel like that for me, that's the benefit of the air fryer. And so that's the thing that we pull out multiple times a week is the air fryer.
Yeah. So for us, it's the same, but with the Instant Pot. We discussed it shortly. The air fryer I don't have. I had one. I tried it out. I was like, this is just a tiny oven. Where anyways, to feed my crazy lot means that I need to anyways turn on the oven to put more food in there. So I was like, well, this is pointless. But the Instant Pot is, and I only have the medium sized one. It's great because I can make, if you have two insoles, so it's like this, an Instant Pot is basically an electric pressure cooker / slow cooker. And it has an insole. So if you have two insoles, which I do, you can make your rice, pull that out and put in, I don't know, the meat for the stew or the whatever, or soup. You can make yogurts in there. You can make anything.
Right.
So I love my Instant Pot, and the Instant Pot I probably use, if not daily, then every other day.
Right.
I maybe don't use it daily because I make sure to make, when I cook, I make enough food for a couple of days.
Right.
But I am obsessed with my Instant Pot, and I always tell people, like, give it a shot, because it's one of those things that it will keep your food warm after it's done cooking. You don't need to remember to do anything. It's got a timer.
Right.
You can set it to start later in the day and for a certain amount of time, and then it will keep your food hot. So I'm kind of like, do you remember the Jetsons?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, the robot lady?
The 1980s children's television cartoon.
Exactly,
at least in the US.
Hanna-Barbera. Yeah. That robot, I feel like that's I forgot her name, but that's the robot.
Oh, you should look up her name, and that's what you should call your Instant Pot.
Oh,
Okay, so the last thing that I have on my list is actually a freaking citrus juicer. Oh, and a digital scale. I'll have two, right? So digital scale, I absolutely love because I like converting American recipes into metric. So if I get an American recipe, which uses teaspoons and cups and so on, then I print it out and then I weigh those things. And then I put the weigh value in instead of the cups and stuff like that. And then the other thing is the citrus juicer, because the other day I had one of those metal ones where you put it, you put the thing in, and the half of the lemon or the lime, you put it in. And I think they have 3 different sizes, lemon, lime, and orange or whatever. And I had the middle one, the lemon, and I squeezed this thing so hard, I broke it. And then I like cut my hand because it's metal. Like, it's like a cast metal.
Yeah, it's heavy duty.
And I'm just like, I don't know my own strength. But I have to tell you, since this has been broken and I don't have one, I'm really pissed off. Like every time I want to juice a lemon, I have to pull out my little tiny strainer and juice it into the strainer. And I'm just like, oh, I need to get it.
That is so interesting that you mentioned that one, though, because that's one of mine that I actually always say, like, that you don't actually need that. I found a really cool trick. And I tend to, I don't have a squeezer. I have the juicer, like the regular, you cut it in half and squeeze it on top of that thing. But I had other kind of things and other tricks to do it. And then I just came up with this one trick. You just need a fork and preferably like a wider one. And you need your own body strength, which is to, before you even cut the citrus fruit, to just roll it on the countertop, like putting all your pressure on it. Yeah. And then you cut it in half, just like you would. And you take the fork and you just stick it inside and you twist and squeeze at the same time.
Yeah.
And it just kind of works for me. I don't know. I feel like it's less cleaning and shit.
I mean, I get you, but it's the seeds, right? It's the seeds, because then I have to either do it over my hand and collect the seeds. Then my hand is all fruity. And so what I think the thing I like most is the fact that these things hold the seeds back, right?
Okay.
And that's what I have to do. So right now I do that. I roll it, I cut it in half, and then I have this tiny little strainer that fits over a cup, right? Yeah. And like almost perfect. And I just basically squeeze the shit out of it with my hand, but then everything is caught, all the seeds are caught in the strainer. So of course I'm getting by that's okay. But, you know, I don't know. It's like one of those, like, I realized after it was gone,
Yeah, how much
how much I loved it.
Yeah.
So, but that's our 10 minutes on
Okay.
kitchen gadgets. So we'll leave
have more.
links
I have
to
more.
everything that we
Yeah.
love in the show notes. So if you guys want to check them out. Oh, one thing I don't use, garlic press. Never use a garlic press. I hate those.
Always
fuckers.
use a garlic
I
press.
hate them. Okay, we
so
gotta
funny.
stop there.
Yeah.
We gotta
Okay,
stop. Okay, bye.
Okay, we need your help with something.
If this conversation landed for you, please share it. Send it to your best friend or your sister or that woman in your book club who's been struggling with the same shit. That's how we grow. You, real women, sharing real conversations.
Everything we talked about today is on our website at sofrickinhealthy.com. Show notes, links, resources, it's all there. And you can even leave us a voice message. We love hearing your voices.
If the show is helping you on your health journey, would you please take 2 minutes to rate and review us? It helps other women find us, and it tells us we're doing something right.
If you want to go deeper with us, become a member of So Frickin' Healthy on our website. You'll get access to bonus content, our private community, and exclusive resources to support your health journey.
Plus, sign up for our email list to stay in the loop and receive occasional rants about wellness culture.
Thank you for showing up for yourself today.
Your health journey matters.
Stay frickin' healthy.
This podcast is a production of the SwissCast Network, amplifying English-speaking voices in, for, and about Switzerland. Learn more at swisscast.network.